Penny tray surveillance today it is. Keeping my eyes on the rusting hutches as the fading coins clang and curious fingers waggle. The chancers come in. 2 at a time most often, kids usually. Faces pressed up against the glass. Bloodhounds searching for the smell of copper through the scented donut frying outside. A free ride, that's what they're after. A few 2p's become 10s, then you're upgrading your machines. You're on the silvers now, mate, and a few lucky drops from the Las Vegas Strip. It's not one of the better jobs, if I'm honest. On probation, I am. Not from prison, no. More of a suspended sentence from Barry Island's 3rd largest arcade, at the last count. Best behaviour now. I've been letting a few kids get away with the odd tray swipe here and there. Got caught one too many times. Accused of being in cahoots, I was, until Derek, the boss, convinced himself I have absolutely no idea what cahoots are. There's a cry over there. A baby. Sally's over on the fruities. Back and forth she is between rocking the pram and feeding the trio of one-armed bandits. 3 arms to her too. I bet she can't wait for little Chloe to grow up and bring her own limbs to the party. And you know what? I'd be fine, yeah. I would. Toeing the line. Handing out rolls of 2p's to candy floss kiddies. Pushing pounds into the nicotine-streaked palms of traditionalists. Offering a grin. And a chat to mums like Sally there. To be honest, could do with a bit of a break. I would be absolutely fine, yeah. I would. If only Alf didn't come in every day of the week trying to win that bloody toy. Just come in again, now he hasn't missed a day this year. He starts shuffling towards me. He can see I'm not in the change hut, but he likes his routine, does Alf? He likes dealing with me. I can feel Derek's stare before I see it. But I'm only seeing to a customer shortly, and that's good for business, I reckon. So I hurry over to the cabin. "Morning, young man," he says. "Usual £3, is it, Alfie?" He smiles. "Feeling lucky today," he says as he pulls £2 coins out of his pocket. Oh, he's sure he has a 3rd in there somewhere. He starts to rummage in his cardigan and his coat. He looks down at his trouser pocket, and I whip out the quick quid I'd been saving for a steak bake. "Oh, sorry, Alfie, must be going mad. There are 3 here, look." "There we are, then." "Anyone want it yet?" he asks. No, I say. Robin Hood's been quiet today, and he's off. He knows he won't win. But it's a quest, see. Alfie's been coming in since before I was born, they say. Used to come in on a weekend with his wife, but... Well, he likes to reminisce, does Alfie. A glaze over his eyes as he puts coin after coin into the machine, bending occasionally to collect his winnings, just to restart the process. Forever chasing that same immobile artifact. He knows there's only pennies. He told me once, but they're topped up with memories. The rattle stops. These are our coins. He'll go have a sigh now and then. But he starts to rummage again, faster now and faster still, urgent. This is not the usual routine. I'm over there in a flash. "What's going on, Alfie, mate?" And breathlessly he tells me to look. And I do. And I see it stuck between the edge of the shelf and the top of the chute. This tiny toy he's been trying to win since before I started working here. "Stay exactly where you are, mate. I'll go get the key." Jeez, I'm as breathless as he is. "Derek, I need the key to the Robin Hood." I tell him it's not a reset, but there's a toy stuck at the top of the chute. And then he reminds me of the sign, Derek does. The tiny, tiny sign on the edge of every shelf. Toys must travel at the correct angles in order to be won. Anything that doesn't make it down the chute Tough luck to you and an automatic reset. What? No. Oh, Derek, come on. That was the last one, but it's just a bit of tat. Come on, it's worth like £1. I'll give you £1. Here, have 2. Pulls me to the side then, Derek does. We're a business, he says. Our margins are low. Can't offer them waltzers, can we? All we got's postman pat out front, 50p a pop. It ain't tat. We need them coming back, so if we find something that ensures they do, I thought you knew that. I thought that's why you stay. I stay, mate, because here you do something good, something fun, and you get to see it. If I move to Cardiff, if I get a job in an office, then I'm a number, dealing with other numbers. Here you get to see people and numbers skipping back to bits of childhood that they love. Just reset the bloody thing, he says. I look back and I see Alfie edging out. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you in any trouble. He says that he doesn't need it. It's horrible how he looks as he's backing away. The nostalgic glaze fades to reveal the drowning pupils underneath. You're not getting me in trouble. You won it fair and square. Back to the Robin Hood. And I see him, Robin, through the perspex glass, looking at me, through me. Newfound glint in his fading eye. He nods, I think, but probably doesn't. Then Derek looks at me, daring me. A man on his last warning to make my move. So I did. I've been watching the bishing and bashing techniques of local chancers over the years, and with a smash on my right hip, the toy comes tumbling down the chute. Alfie stands, he does, wide-eyed and full of wonder. I bend down to retrieve the prize, and I pull it out like Arthur, sword in the stone, like, this one, mate. Alfie beams a beam he hasn't mustered in a while. A tiny wooden wheel it is, a Ferris wheel with figures etched in. Alfie's hands shake as I drop it in. Derek shrugs in the distance. He makes a show about calling someone, but it doesn't matter, because Alfie leans in and whispers, asked me to win that for her, she did. Years ago now. Now you have me. Congratulations. Alfie's thanks is one that I really feel. He's bursting, he is, full to the brim with pride and resolution. He looks at me then, he does, he smiles. Used to love coming here, we did. Then he scoops down to retrieve the coins that fell with his prize. With only a second of hesitation, he starts putting them back remorselessly into the machine. Derek looks, lowers his phone, confused. And Alfie whispers, and you can keep your job now, young man. Last day for me. I promise.